Hey guys, it's Jed. I just wanted to give y'all a quick thought that I had about about your smartphone, and about social media. I think some of you may have just rolled your eyes because I talk about this so much. But I talk about it because it's important. I really think it is. And I think the way that we use this is really not good for us at all. Um, it's not good for us as humans, nor is it good for us as Christians. And listen, I might be the worst about it. I like watching YouTube. I like watching people do stuff on YouTube, and YouTube is a fine way to just learn something or be entertained for a while. But this is how it gets you. Uh, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, if you still use Facebook, they are all designed the same exact way. They're designed to keep you on. YouTube has an algorithm, excuse me, that tries to keep me watching it. And Instagram is the same way. If you struggle with like buying things on Amazon, it's probably because Amazon knows what you like to buy, and it suggests things that it thinks you're gonna like. And here's why I think that's bad for us. Our smartphones are kind of keeping us from our lives. Um, Smartphones were meant to be helpful tools, and they are far from that now. It's like in an effort to get us all more connected, we've kind of driven each other away. I know I've done this, but how many times have you avoided a social interaction with your phone? You're like talking to somebody, and then you realize that nobody's talking to you anymore. So instead of just like saying something to somebody else, you're like, and then you just start scrolling on Instagram, something that I've done this, and if you're like me, you've probably done it a lot. And I like to say it's because I'm a little socially awkward, but I would feel a lot better about my ability to be social if I let myself be social and I didn't get distracted by my phone. Um, I have a story to tell you. I was on Monday, which was yesterday, today's Tuesday. I was sitting in Starbucks trying to do some work, and if you listen to the podcast that I posted, I talked about my inability to write legibly, and some of you, if you're in the class, you've seen that happen, trying to write on the whiteboard. My handwriting is very bad. It's always been very bad, and I decided I was going to practice to make it better. So I sat there for a minute, and listen. There's a point to this. I wrote down each letter of the alphabet 4 times, capital and lowercase. Trying to make the capital and lowercase letters look neat. And I was sitting there doing that, and I wasn't even done with B yet. Okay, I was still writing out the B's, and I had something itching at my brain, and I had something telling me this is such a stupid waste of time. I had something telling me get on your phone and do something else, watch YouTube, do literally anything else. My brain was like, I hate this right now. But I kept doing it, and about when I got to like the P or like the R in the alphabet, I I started to feel very calm, and the letters I was writing were actually becoming clearer and more neat, and I was actually starting to enjoy this really slow process of writing out these letters. And I was enjoying it because it was slow, and I was doing it deliberately and intentionally. And we have this like swiping culture now, right? We just don't have any patience. If one video on TikTok doesn't immediately grab your attention, we flip to the next one, uh, and I find myself doing that too. And listen, that is bad for our brain. It's bad for us. 1 Thessalonians 5:16-18 says, "Rejoice always, pray without ceasing, give thanks in all circumstances, for this is the will of God in Jesus Christ for you." this is the point. Think about all the time you spend on social media or on your smartphone, just doing something on your smartphone, and then think about all the time that you could be spending with God or could be spending with somebody else. Smartphones and social media are designed to keep your attention, and that's attention you could be giving to God. I had a friend in college whose name was Colin, and he told the whole of my college ministry this thing that he heard one time, and it was that when you wake up, he's there, right? Imagine you waking up and Jesus is sitting there at the foot of your bed, but you know that he's there, but you turn over and you get your phone off the charger and you start scrolling, and you're immediately intaking all this stuff that's just not good for you, and Jesus is sitting there like, why are you doing that to yourself? I'm right here. Thinking back to the Starbucks story. I actually watched like a handwriting lesson, and I was sitting there and I was writing them out, and the guy that was teaching the lesson on the video, he said, practice making your letters neat by writing out a letter to somebody. And I did. I wrote out a letter to somebody, and I put stuff in there that was between me and that person, and I gave that letter to that person, and it was really nice, and they really liked it. And like he was saying, like writing to people, writing letters is like this lost thing that's just a beautiful thing that you can do for somebody. And I started thinking we've lost that. We've lost those beautiful things that we can do for other people. So this is my challenge for you this week. Listen, do something that you think is boring and pray while you are doing it. And I think that you will find a reward in giving your life some intentional quiet and some intentional calm. And you will definitely find reward in giving more time to God than we do. Anyways, I just wanted to share that thought. Thank you for listening. I hope y'all are having a great day. And as soon as this video ends, I would like for you to pray for just patience, and pray for the ability to not immediately go to something when you're bored or you want an escape. Rely on God for those things. Rely on faith. Go ahead and pray that, please. Just go ahead and do it. I hope y'all are having a great day. Thanks for listening.